April isn't just another month. It's the calm before the cosmic storm. Behind the stillness lies a brewing shift so powerful it could ripple through your emotions, decisions, and destiny. These aren't just dates on the calendar, they're spiritual checkpoints. So buckle up, because April is about to stir your soul in ways you didn't see coming. April doesn't kick off with fireworks. It arrives quietly, almost too quietly. There's a stillness in the air, one that might feel like peace on the surface. But don't be fooled. This isn't serenity. It's the eerie calm that follows a storm. The emotional and spiritual chaos from March's eclipses hasn't fully passed. It's just gone underground, waiting to resurface in unexpected ways. You might find yourself feeling strangely nostalgic, experiencing déjà vu, or being hit with sudden mood swings. These sensations aren't random. They're echoes, residual energy patterns still lingering in your body and spirit from last month's powerful shifts. This is your system recalibrating, trying to find balance after being shaken. It's like a spiritual hangover, and your sensitivity is dialed all the way up. Rather than resisting this strange emotional landscape, lean into it. The stillness is a signal to slow down, ground yourself, and listen closely to what your body and intuition are telling you. This isn't a time for fast moves or bold decisions. It's a window for deep observation. What feels off now may actually be revealing what's ready to be healed. April starts in silence, but beneath that silence, something is stirring. As April's intense energetic patterns begin to settle after the 28th, something subtle but profound begins to shift. Your relationships. You may feel distance growing in some bonds or an unexpected closeness in others. This shift won't always come with logical explanations. It might feel like people are drifting, returning, or appearing out of nowhere. But make no mistake, this isn't random. It's the result of a cosmic recalibration. What's really happening is the realignment of soul contracts, the unseen spiritual agreements we have with others before entering this life. As your frequency evolves, so too must your connections. Some relationships that once felt essential may naturally dissolve, having served their purpose. Meanwhile, others will take on new depth, new meaning. It's the universe syncing you up with people who match the next phase of your soul's growth. So don't panic if things feel uncertain. Don't chase after what's trying to exit your life. This phase is about trust. Trust that the realigned connections coming in are aligned with your highest path. April clears the emotional clutter, and in May, heart-centered clarity will emerge. The ones who stay and the ones who enter are meant to walk with you into your next chapter. On April 3rd, the moon aligns with Jupiter, a powerful celestial moment that fills the air with promise. You might wake up feeling optimistic, energized, and ready to chase big goals. Everything suddenly feels possible. It's like the universe is opening doors and encouraging you to take a leap. But as tempting as that sounds, this is where the illusion begins. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and when paired with the moon, it can swell our emotions and inflate our sense of clarity. What seems like divine timing may actually be impulsive desire in disguise. You might feel pushed to act fast, launch something, commit, or make a big decision, but slow down. This energy is seductive, and if you leap without checking the ground beneath you, the consequences could unravel in the weeks to come. This is not a moment for bold moves. It's a test of discernment. Use this energy to dream, to envision, to plan. But hold off on execution. Let your intuition speak louder than your excitement. The universe is whispering, not shouting. Reflect, don't react. By resisting the rush, You'll avoid the trap and align yourself for real, grounded progress later in the month. April 13th brings a full moon unlike any other, what astrologers are calling a ghost moon. This lunar event is deeply connected to the eclipse energies from March, acting as a karmic echo that stirs what's been buried. You may feel emotional without knowing why, or find old memories and past relationships suddenly resurfacing. It's not just nostalgia, it's unfinished business coming back for closure. This moon is a mirror, reflecting unresolved wounds, unhealed patterns, and decisions left hanging. You may be pulled into conversations you thought were over, or find yourself dreaming about people who once shaped your path. These moments aren't random, they're spiritual invitations. The universe is offering you a choice. Heal it now or carry it forward. This is your reckoning point. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. Don't run from what returns. Face it with clarity and compassion. Whether it's forgiving someone, letting go of an old version of yourself, or finally releasing resentment, you're being called to clean your energetic slate. If you resist, you'll find the same patterns repeating later in more intense ways. But if you engage with the truth bravely, this ghost moon can set you free. As we move through mid-April, two powerful cosmic events create a fog-like atmosphere, one mental, the other energetic. On April 16th, Mercury, the planet of logic and communication, meets Neptune, the ruler of dreams and illusions. This rare alignment can distort thoughts, blur conversations, and twist perceptions. It's not the time to sign contracts, make promises, or jump to conclusions. Instead, allow the confusion to guide you inward. What feels unclear on the surface may actually be a sacred message wrapped in symbols, dreams, and intuition. Just a few days later, on April 22nd, the Lyrid meteor shower will streak across the skies, releasing ancient cosmic dust into our atmosphere. This isn't just a stunning visual event. It's a vibrational reset. As the Earth moves through this energetic field, you might feel moments of emotional heaviness, inexplicable calm, or strange energetic tingles. Your body and spirit are absorbing frequencies that defy explanation. It's not chaos, it's cosmic recalibration. Together, these two events create a powerful window for spiritual insight, creativity, and personal rewiring. Don't try to make perfect sense of anything right now. The universe is speaking in symbols, emotions, and subtle frequencies, not in facts. The smartest thing you can do is pause, breathe, and listen. The truth you're seeking won't come from thinking harder. It will come from stillness, from art, from dreams, and from the quiet corners of your own soul. On April 24th, Venus reaches her peak brightness, showering us with waves of attraction and transformative energy. This isn't just about love or beauty. It's about bringing to light what you've been working on beneath the surface. Whether it's personal growth, creative projects, or spiritual evolution, what has been incubating in the shadows will now begin to radiate outward. But with this brightness comes a test. As your energy expands, so too does your influence. Stay grounded, or the attention you draw could bring chaos, distractions, or unwanted energy. The key is authenticity. Keep your feet firmly on the ground while you shine. As Venus lights up the sky, you'll find your energy becoming a powerful magnet. People will be drawn to you, whether for guidance, connection, or simply your presence. This is not just about radiating good vibes, it's about alignment. Your energy is now a tuning fork that resonates with others, whether they realize it or not. The right people will feel naturally drawn to you, while those out of sync with your frequency may feel triggered or repelled. This is a time to be intentional about what and who you allow into your orbit. Remember, you are influencing others just by being yourself. Every word, every action, every thought holds weight. Whether you're aware of it or not, your energy will affect the world around you. Use this time wisely to align with your true self, attracting the people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your highest purpose. Your presence is now a powerful force, so make sure it reflects the truth of who you are. Between April 22nd and 28th, the energy of the month reaches its peak and its pressure point. With Venus, Saturn, and Neptune forming a potent alignment while the Lyrid meteor shower rains down, the result is a wave of sensory overload and spiritual compression. You may feel emotionally foggy, physically drained, or incredibly sensitive to your environment. It's not that something is wrong, it's that you're processing an immense amount of energetic data. This isn't weakness, it's cosmic saturation. Your nervous system is catching up to the soul-level shifts you've been undergoing all month. In this state of compression, the natural instinct might be to overanalyze or push through. But this is exactly when you need to do the opposite. Rest, recharge, and release the need for clarity. Let the energy settle without trying to interpret every sensation. Think of it as a deep software update for your soul. You don't need to understand every file being rewritten, just trust the process. Give yourself grace to be still, quiet, and off the grid if needed. This moment isn't about performance, it's about integration. And perhaps the most powerful truth of all? April doesn't scream, it whispers. Unlike dramatic months where everything feels loud and obvious, April's magic works in silence. If you're not tuned in, you might miss the profound changes happening beneath the surface. But for the sensitive, the intuitive, the awakened, this month delivers quiet transformation, deep inner rewiring, and a subtle but lasting shift in your spiritual blueprint. Don't underestimate the whispers. They're changing everything. As we wrap up April's celestial journey, it's important to mark the dates that hold the strongest energetic influence. These are your spiritual checkpoints, the days where something deeper may stir within you. April 3rd kicks off with a deceptive burst of optimism during the Jupiter illusion. It feels like expansion, but it's actually a test of patience. Then, on April 13th, the Echo full moon reawakens karmic threads from the past. Expect emotional echoes and unresolved stories to resurface, inviting healing or repetition. On April 16th, Mercury and Neptune create a fog of confusion that can either lead you astray or deliver profound spiritual insight if you're willing to pause and listen. April 22nd brings the peak of the Lyrid meteor shower, activating subtle shifts in both the Earth's atmosphere and your inner frequency. Just 2 days later, on April 24th, Venus reaches full brightness, charging the air with magnetic attraction, creativity, and personal transformation. But this isn't just glow-up energy. It comes with the responsibility to stay grounded and real. Finally, April 28th marks the closing stretch, where all the month's energetic waves compress into a final squeeze. It may feel overwhelming or intense, but it's also a moment of integration and alignment. Don't rush through these dates. Instead, observe how you feel, what surfaces, and where you're being called to reflect. These hotspots aren't random. They're cosmic invitations to grow, release, and realign with your truest self. April will test your emotional wisdom, energetic boundaries, and spiritual awareness. But if you stay grounded, rest when needed, and trust your intuition, This month could be the most transformative yet. Don't just survive it, align with it. If you felt something shift just by watching this, let the universe know. Like, share, and subscribe for more cosmic updates. You're not alone in this storm.